in Mile High, taking on the Denver Nuggets, looking for 3 in a row. 13 out of 14 red-hot Knicks going into Mile High, but the usual adage is, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. Definitely didn't go in this game. Knicks started the game off terribly, and it all came crashing down immediately. The MVP, Nikola Jokic and company, took care of the Knicks in quick fashion, up by as much as 28 points. Jokic with 24 points in the first quarter. Lousy start by Julius. RJ, it just couldn't get any worse, man. Knicks would try to get back into this in the second half, but it was just too much Jokic, too much Campazzo. Austin Rivers gets his revenge. And this is just one that you wish you would forget, man. Knicks go down 113 to 97 in Denver. Just get absolutely smoked for the second time against this Denver Nuggets team. And that's all she wrote, man. Knicks postgame live presented by Manscaped. CP Ashley Moore, CK2K in the building. Tough night. A lot of L's for the Knicks tonight, not just in this game, but around the league, and we'll get to that later. But CK, as I said in the opening, man, the old adage is not how you start, how you finish. You got to throw that out the window, man, because you couldn't have asked for a more nightmarish start by the Knicks today. RJ Barrett picks up 2 quick fouls in 2 seconds. Give credit to the Nuggets and Malone. They try to exploit him on the mismatch with Aaron Gordon, and it worked. Nerlens Noel picks up a foul right after that. Thibodeau picks up a technical foul. And there you go. Against a team like this, it's just not going to cut it, bro. And it was a long night from there on out, man. What you think about this game, bro?
Yeah, our team ended that first quarter how a lot of teams end their whole games, because I think, RJ ended up with 3 in that first quarter.
Yeah.
Same with Nerlens. We had 2 technicals total with coming from Tibbs, and then coming from who was it that got it? Was a Taj.
Taj got one later on, yeah.
Yeah. That first quarter was just a complete and utter nightmare. We just were not able to catch up. We could talk about the referees, but the Knicks did not make it easy on ourselves either. Everything was short. Yeah. Nothing was going in. We just looked uninspired tonight. We had some moments where we sparked up a little bit, but defensively we just were not there. Offensively we were not there. It was just an all-around tough game. And like you mentioned, normally I'd be like, shake it off, go on to the next one, but seeing how everything's going on around the league tonight, it's a rough one to take. It's a rough one to take. Big L for us. We got to move.
Big L's, and we got to move forward. Ash, what you think about this game tonight?
Well, first of all, I'm just saying we're 2-0 when it's just you and I on the show, so I don't want to say
CK jinxed
but I'm just saying. I'm just saying. No, look, it's a bad matchup. Denver, first of all, notoriously is a very hard place to play. The altitude is just out there. It's very, very hard. Guys will tell you that throughout the course of NBA history. It's one of the hardest cities to play. I'm not excusing it. You get paid millions of dollars in this league to be able to play anywhere, but it is just what it is.
We haven't won there in 15 years, so something got to give.
Something's got to give eventually. But look, this is one of the reasons why we said that you have to take the games that you're supposed to win. And that was Memphis, that was Houston, because as you start getting deeper into this road trip, the opponents start getting harder. And the Denver Nuggets are one of those opponents. You have the MVP of the league on this team. You have a solid team. They were just killing us from all aspects of the game, which is why it was so important to lock in those first 2 wins.
Yeah.
It could have been a lot worse. You could have been deeper in the hole. You're not so bad. I mean, it does suck a little bit that the Hawks went ahead and won their game tonight.
Blew out the Suns.
Yeah. So it does suck because like we've always talked about, especially in this portion of the season, every win counts and every loss counts. Especially when you're trying to get a good spot in the playoff seeding, but it could be a lot worse.
Yeah.
Had lost, the other 2 games. So it's bad, but listen, you lost to a really good basketball team. It's just a bad matchup. You didn't lose.
It's not a good matchup for us. It's not a good matchup.
It's a bad matchup. Yeah. I mean, they look lethargic from the jump. Things weren't hitting. And when Julius Randle's not clicking, it really takes everybody else to get involved, and it just didn't happen the way it was supposed to happen.
Didn't happen. The energy collectively was just down, and I thought the 2 quick fouls, it eliminated RJ from the game. It cuts down on how aggressive you can be, takes you out of the game mentally, physically, and that hurt us. But give credit, again, Mike Malone was playing chess out there. The Gordon thing is interesting, man, because he could play the 4. But when I looked at the lineup, I said, "Oh shoot!" I said, I got Bullock on Michael Porter Jr., but Aaron Gordon, RJ on Gordon, that's gonna be a tough battle, man." Went right to him, 2 quick fouls, and that was tough. Julius, tough night for him as well. I thought later on in the game he got taken out mentally. You knew the Joker was gonna dominate no matter who it was. Obviously, we miss Mitch out there. Nerlens isn't the physical center. Taj tried to do his best, but he got worked. I mean, Jokic was just destroying him. 32 points, 12 rebounds, 6 assists, 24 points in the first quarter. 10 of 16 from the field. Jokic absolutely dominated him. When I did my pregame show earlier today and I talked about the Luca Vildoza signing, I talked about the fact that, these Argentinian players are real scrappy. Yeah, and they come in and they fill in solid roles. And I said we were going to take a look at Facundo Campazzo, CK, tonight. And tonight he killed us, man. 16 points, 9 boards, 4 assists, 5 steals, 2 blocks for Campazzo. He was all over the stat sheet tonight and just ran roughshod all over us, bro.
5 steals.
I'm
sorry. I love that dude. That guy is just all over the place. Just gives me Pablo Prigioni vibes, like how he does everything. Like he's always on a swivel. Like it feels like you can push him over and he's still gonna find a way to keep the ball and dribble and play. Like the dude, he was very impactful for them in so many ways, and we just had no answers for Campazzo. Yeah. Forget Michael Porter Jr. Forget what I mean. And I feel like Nikola Jokic. Like I think he went easy on us because he had a cool 24. He had a full night's game in that first quarter, and he only ended with 32. So he played. He was easy. He went easy on us because he could have easily had a 60-point game tonight and had all the mainstream media going crazy about him tomorrow. So thanks, Jokic. But
not only that, but they didn't even have Jamal Murray on the court.
Yeah, well, I mean, they haven't missed Murray since he went down. They're now 10-2 without him.
Imagine playing this team with Jamal Murray also on
everything happening, right?
Yeah. It's I mean, this just goes to show you why Jokic is the clear front runner for MVP. I know people want to say CP3's in the conversation and a bunch of other guys.
No, it's Jokic. It's definitely Jokic.
The Joker and this is his award to take, and it's his award to lose. I mean, you just saw the MVP performance in the flesh, and this is not playing a rinky-dink New York Knicks team. This is playing a New York Knicks team who's in the top 4 in the East. So it says a lot to be able to play against one of the top 5
top 10 in the league.
Yeah,
100%. We just not a rollover team. Yeah, and you could see from the jump he had that extra. He was playing like because he said it last night after that game against the Lakers. It was on him. It ain't gonna happen again. It ain't gonna happen 2 nights in a row. Yeah, and he showed that the quick 22 in that first quarter. He was just taking us to where we had no answers for him. And yeah, like you guys said, he showed tonight why he is the number 1 choice for MVP this season, bar none. Like he was hooping.
Big facts. And then Ash, we talked about Jokic, we talked about Campazzo. You knew the Austin Rivers game was coming. You knew the Austin Rivers game was coming. You knew he was circling this game on his calendar. The elbow threes was splashy. Mans went 6 of 9 from downtown. Obviously killed us. Was looking at the bench the whole time. Him and Julius got into it. He was cooking quickly. Austin Rivers, 25 points, 7 of 13 from the field. That was tough to see, man. I had to turn it off after that, man. Once Austin Rivers got cooking, I was done.
So 1 or 2 things you're going to get from Austin Rivers, right? So Denver, be prepared. This may be his last good game with you. Because, if it's anything like Utah, you won't see this again. Yeah. Or it's just that this, situation happens to work better for him, especially with Jamal Murray kind of out of the situation, and maybe it allows him to kind of flourish a little bit more. I don't know. But if Rivers... if anything, Austin Rivers has showed us on the New York Knicks is he's probably good for one of these every couple of months.
Erratic as they come.
Not something I'm gonna fear in the long run. You know what I'm saying? Facts, but I mean, it does suck to be able to say that you got one up on your former team.
Yeah, he got his revenge.
That's more of an ego thing than anything else. So.
That definitely got his revenge, man. So that was tough to see, but certainly expected it to come. And, on my pregame show, another thing I said, we got to take care of the ball, man. This team is number 8 in steals, a solid defense, obviously we know their offense is dominant, but they're a good defense as well. Protect the paint. Jokic and JaVale McGee killed us in the paint. We absolutely feared them. And again, steals. They're 8th in the league in steals. The Knicks said the Knicks gave up 11 steals tonight. 13 steals. to this team. You just can't, against a team like this, you got to play damn near perfect of a game. And the Knicks did everything they could to lose this game. And you just, there's not too many teams where you could afford this many mistakes and no energy and just lackluster play and expect to win. Not, especially not against this team in their building where you haven't won in 15 years. There's no chance. No chance.
Yeah, none at all.
So 113.97. I mean, positives. It's hard to find.
Next question.
Our bigs had their times. Noel certainly had some highlights, some highlight blocks. I thought Taj hustled out there at times as well. RJ came alive. He sort of found his jumper late in the third quarter. But every time the Knicks would try to get a run, maybe they knocked down 5 or 6 points, the Nuggets would come right back with a couple threes themselves. So we could just never get fully back into the game. And I think the most we cut it down to was maybe about 16, and then they were able to push it back out. So it is what it is. We'll chalk this one up and head to Phoenix on Friday, man, hoping for revenge. But, that Phoenix team is going to have something to play for after getting washed by the Atlanta Hawks, who put up 132 on them. So, it's a tough one all the way around for the Knicks. But let's hear from the people tonight. Let's go uptown Harlem, where Hector, what's going on?
Yo, what's going on, CK? What's going on, CP?
What's up, bro?
And what's going on, Ashley? I just wanted to say, regarding tonight's game, I thought that for the most part, Denver just showed us that they were a way better team than us on the floor. I mean, from the beginning tip-off, they just not just out-hustled us, but they kind of just game planned, and they showed why really the Western Conference is a more dominant conference than the East. But I was also going to tell you that I wanted to get your guys' opinion on the way Randle played tonight, because he was off early, but there's this thing about Randle that I'm a little concerned about. His play alone, it kind of concerns me only when there's no difference. There's no lie that his transcendence on offense has been unbelievable this year. Nobody saw this coming. But when we get to the playoffs, the refs aren't going to swallow the whistle.
Right.
So when he does that thing where he gets into tight defenses and he starts to swing his elbows, I mean, he catches somebody on the face, they're not going to be calling a normal common foul. They're going to be giving him flagrant. So I want to know how he handles double teams, and I just wanted to hear your guys' opinion on that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we've seen it time and time again with Julius is that when he's not getting the benefit of the whistle, it kind of takes him out of his game. And so, as you said, he's going to find those double teams more often as we get into the closeout, 6 games left. And as we head into the playoffs, you can expect more of that. He may not get the benefit of the doubt, especially on the road. So he's got to play through it. Continue to play smart, make quick decisions, find his teammates. Nick's got to do a good job of moving off ball and getting into, his vision so that he can find them. But overall, Julius just has to lock in. Tonight wasn't his night.
Yeah. I think also one thing with Julius, I think because he knows that he doesn't get certain calls or he has to fight for calls. I don't know if you've noticed it, but he's almost trying to it's almost like an acting job, if you will, to try to make sure the ref sees what's happening. And it's almost, and that's a dangerous game to play because that can work against you, not for you. So it's like you're forcing, the ref to be like, hey, look, he's all on me, but that could also backfire, like the caller said, and it can be called a flagrant or whatever on you. So I think he has to just let the game come to him and not worry about what calls he's going to get, what calls he's not going to get. Stop trying to think in the future and play in the present. And I think he has a bad habit of trying to force things to work
win it all
in his favor because he knows that normally they don't. And it just kind of puts him in a mind cluster a little bit, and it affects his game.
Yeah, Julius Randle's allowed to have a game like this. I agree with everything you guys said, but also I felt like he was just out of it from the same way RJ Barrett was out with the foul calls from the time that everything was going their way, from technicals to the bad fouls because there's a period of time where there was fouls being called that I don't even remember what happened. Like we were slapping the ball and they called a foul on Taj's hand and this and the third. So Julius Randle has always been one to get very frustrated very easily with a lot of those kind of plays. And tonight, where it just was just a avalanche of mistakes and avalanche of things that were just going one way, and it wasn't going the same way for him, where he got frustrated. It was just one of those things where it's like, you know what, it's not his game. Let him go. Take him out early. Like after that third quarter where you saw him try to force the issue towards the end of that quarter, it was like, let him out, get him out. It's not happening. Like, because like Ashley said, the elbows started to come out. You know, he's starting to get a little
gotta
over
lock
the top.
in, man.
Yeah, because we had a perfect situation where we get an and one play and then he's getting a technical foul. It's like you could tell you
Right. Like the technical foul. Come on, man. That's terrible timing. Like, what are you doing? Gotta lock in, man. Me and Kellerman talked about this weeks ago after the Nets game when he started wilding out. You have to lock in. This is new territory for him. He's gonna start. He's playing in meaningful games now against good competition. They're gonna be keying in on him. He's got to lock in. Has to lock in.
I think also, it's important to remember that essentially, for the majority of the season and even in the postseason, as we start to enter that, a lot of the responsibility falls on Julius Randle's shoulders. And, I think that sometimes you can lose sight of that because he does play well consistently, that when he has games where he's not at his, his best performance, it's easy to kind of point the finger and say this and say that. And definitely there's room for improvement in his game. Like we were just talking about, he can't allow the possibility of calls or not getting calls, allow that to penetrate his mind and get in his brain deep enough that it's affecting his game. But, you're going to have games like this where a lot of the responsibility falls on your shoulder. And even in the postseason, you're going to see not great performance from him. But that's why you have, a Derrick Rose and an Emmanuel Quickly and an RJ Barrett, because they're supposed to be there to pick up the slack when your star, which right now is
collectively it was lousy for him, just collectively.
So it's just you have the guys who can kind of pick up the slack, and until Julius Randle gets that true number 2, he's gonna be it's his responsibility to be number 1, and that's just kind of the way the game is right now.
True story. So to everybody in the chat, once again, hit that thumbs up button for your squad. Knicks post game line presented by Manscaped. CP Ashley Moore, CK2K. Tough loss. Knicks go down in the Mile High, 113-97. I want to salute some super chats that came in. Shout out to the Rhyme Animal, Chuck D. Everybody throw a PE hashtag PE in the chat. He says, we know Joker and Embiid we have 0 matchup answers for. That's a fact. Rivers would have gone razors in his grill. Malone is a system master. Tibbs said, we win or we learn. Malone is what made Joker an MVP and Murray. Yeah, that's definitely a fact, man. I did find it funny that even though Malone, it was a good move by trying to exploit RJ early in that game, Aaron Gordon finished with like 0 points, bro.
Yeah, he didn't play well. Yeah, he did not.
I was like, whoa. I thought it was going to be a long night, but it was just one of those things, man. It's comical. I don't think I've ever seen a start like that with a team picking up 3 fouls in literally under 30 seconds. That had to be close to a record, bro. I got to look in the books. Has to be close to a record. Yeah. Shout out to DAJ5, sends a 5-pound super chat, so he's up late. Says Austin Rivers circled this game with tears in his eyes as soon as he signed with Denver. Not surprised by his game. I wanted the win with the smoke, so... Yeah, we all did. We all did, man. I didn't want Austin to get that revenge, but he got it.
He got it. 25.
Yeah. Ash, you were saying something?
I was going to say, when we asked, positive in this game, I'm trying to look at if there was any sign of optimism. And I will say that there was a moment or a few moments where the Knicks, they fought. They didn't just kind of, roll over and play dead. They did fight in small spurts. I don't think they took full advantage of the Nuggets going cold like they could have. They went cold and the Knicks got colder, so it didn't really go anywhere. It didn't really move the pendulum any which direction. But you saw some fight in the Knicks, and I think that's different than any Knicks team that we've seen in the past. Normally they just would be like, whatever, screw it, and I think that's optimal. And again, you lost to a really
good team,
good basketball
Chalk
team.
it up, man.
You know what I mean? Like, this isn't, you didn't lose to the Cleveland Cavaliers. You lost to the Denver Nuggets.
Yeah, you got to take it and put it in perspective. I agree. Shout out Steve Vernon, the $10 super chat. He said, all that Jokic, Campazzo, and Rivers are nice, but that's not what killed us. He says, the Knicks scored 12 points in the first quarter. Knicks won every quarter after that. Randle and Payton had 10 turnovers. Well, that's part of it. Like I said, Campazzo finished with 5 steals, fam. Jokic was protecting the rim. I mean, that energy travels with you throughout the game. You can't start off like that in their territory, haven't won in 15 years, and expect to win. You have to play close to a perfect game, and the Knicks just didn't do that. So I think, we can't discredit what they did, because part of what they did is what knocked us out of the game early. Shout out Paul Robinson. He says, throw the whole game away. It was a scrimmage. So salute to Paul. Yeah. Rare Edition said Jokic was in MVP form early. Campazzo had a maestro game, and Crimea Rivers had us crying tonight. That's funny as hell. All to the next one, Knicks Nation. Salute to Rare Edition. Funniest super chat of the night, no doubt about it. All right, let's go back to the phones. Say it from some people. Les is back. We got to go to Les early tonight. Les. We happy you have joined us, man. We happy you up and awake, bro. What's going on, bro?
I'm here.
I'm crying.
What's up, CP? What's up?
What's up, man? How you feeling, man? Les, what happened to you the other night, man? We got to talk, bro. What happened the other night, man?
Ignore
it. Well, what happened was that, I drive trucks, and I had to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I was trying to hang.
Oh.
I was trying to hang after the Knicks victories.
Yeah.
And I just fell asleep, man. Next thing you know, I woke up. I heard your moderator was like, Les, you there? You there? I was like, yeah, I'm live. He said, man, you missed your shot. Oh, man.
Yo, Les, it sounded like you was chopping down a whole forest, bro. It sounded like a chainsaw was going off in your crib, man.
They call you the Snorlax now in the chat.
Facts. Les's new nickname is the Snorlax.
Oh, man, I'm saying, I got joked. Everybody was joking me, clowning me. They saw the replay. I told them they saw it. And they was clowning me and joking me, man. Especially that guy Angel. He's like, yo, he sound like a grizzly bear.
Yeah.
Wow.
What's going on, bro?
But it's all good. Yeah. But I want to. It's a tough loss tonight. It was a tough loss, but I look at that as just a fade. Yeah. We'll be back. We'll bounce back. Yeah. Knicks ain't going nowhere. We're here. We got culture. We got a culture now. We got family. So that's what I'm excited about. It's been a long time coming. Since the Oakley, Mason, Ewing, Starks days. Mm-hmm. I just love this group here. It's a family atmosphere. I love it. I just love these Knicks, man.
No doubt, man. Appreciate the call, Les. Glad you made it, man. And be safe on the road. Definitely be safe at work. Shout out to all the truck drivers out there working hard, all the Uber drivers, everybody working the late night shift, rocking with us. All right, so he had a good excuse, Ash. You know what I mean? He had work. West Coast games are ending kind of late. Yeah, CK, you missed it, man. We went to Les 2 nights in a row. So funny. The first night, we just didn't get any answer. And then the second night, my man was like in the Matrix, bro. Yeah, like 3 layers in. Like he was in Inception, like solving the mystery, bro. Les was knocked out, man. But definitely shout out to Les. And we appreciate you joining us. So to everybody in the chat, once again, hit that thumbs up button for your squad. Yeah, man, tough loss, man. 113-97. Knicks go down. Another super chat came in. So to Money Mark S. He says, tough loss tonight, but still great times to be a Knicks fan. On to the next. Yeah, man. I think everybody's looking at it pretty positively. You know what I mean?
You already know what the narrative is going to be tomorrow and all these shows. Oh, the Knicks can only compete when the team they're competing against is not better than them, and X, Y, and Z. And can the Knicks really compete in a playoff series?
Yeah.
The Knicks aren't the real deal. This is what happens when they play a real basketball team. Like, you already know what the conversation's gonna be like, what these
haters gonna hate, man.
Gonna be like, what these quote unquote experts are gonna say. Like, just brace yourself.
Yeah.
Like, it's it's coming.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Shout out to King Matthews with a super chat. He says, the female ref got to chill with the whistle, and at least they shot below 40% from the field, and Jokic was just unstoppable, not gonna lie. Clearly the MVP, and the Knicks will bounce back, of course. #Knicks tape. Yeah, Julius and that referee got into it. The calls were, upside, they were all over the place. It is what it is. It happens. But again, you just gotta fight through it. You just have to fight through it. Let's go to the Discord, switch up. Let's go to my guy King Deej in the building. DJ from Staten Island. What's good, bro? DJ going once. King Deej. King Deej. What's up with your mic?
Oh, no.
All right, let's get him back into the fold. Angel's up next. Angel, hang on. Let me get you in here, Angel. All right, let's go, Angel. What's good, bro? Angel,
Uh-oh.
Angel. Yo.
Maybe Discord's not working?
It should be.
Well,
Hang on, let's check it out.
we 0 for 2 on the Discord.
Yeah, we 0 for 2 on the Discord. We playing like the Knicks tonight, man. We playing like the Knicks.
First of all, guys, while he figures that
Yeah,
out,
go ahead,
there's
Ash.
8 people watching right now.
Yeah.
I only see on my end 61 likes. I don't know about you, CK. What do
Oh,
you
we
see?
got to get those likes up, man. We
Yeah,
gotta
that's
get
what I'm
those
seeing
likes.
too.
Listen, we come on this show, win or loss, and still talk Knicks
Yeah.
and still put on a brave face and still get that conversation going.
True,
The
true.
least y'all can do is hit that thumbs up button because
True.
you guys were hitting that thumbs up button heavy when we were winning.
Yeah.
Don't be those people, okay? Because there's already a group of people that are exiled from Knicks Nation. You don't want to
That's a
join that
fact.
crew,
I'm saying.
okay?
That's a fact.
You don't want to sit with Michael Rappaport. You don't want to do that.
Yeah,
Okay?
100%.
You don't want to sit with those guys.
100%.
So hit that thumbs up button, please.
Let me see what's going on. Let me reset the Discord real quick. Salute to everybody in the chat once again. Hit that thumbs up button for your squad. Angel and King Deej, hang tight. Let me just reset the Discord. CK, while I do that, let's go around the league and talk about how we fared tonight because we caught a couple of L's. L's, man.
I agree. Let's get it out of the way because I don't want
Yeah.
to talk about it.
Yeah.
Rough night. But here's the positive. Let me start this thing off with the positive. After everything I say, just know your New York Knicks are still the 4th place team in the Eastern Conference. So we're going to start with that, have that bit of positivity before we talk about the rest. But with all that being said, like we mentioned briefly in the beginning, the one team that is on our trail, who is literally a half a game behind us, the Atlanta Hawks, who are now 37-30, blew out the Phoenix Suns, the team that we play next, 135-103. I mentioned this because it's a similar situation that we saw go on with this Denver Nuggets team. Denver Nuggets had themselves a rough going. It was worse for them because they played a hobbling Lakers team that ended up blowing them out. So they came out hungry against us tonight, and we can see Phoenix Suns doing the same thing. But that is a game that we are looking forward to for Friday. But the Atlanta Hawks inch a little bit closer to us as they win their game. Now they're a half a game behind us in the standings, but we're still sitting strong at number 4 in the Eastern Conference. Looking at the other games, a lot of blowouts tonight. Boston, another team that's right behind us, they blew out the Orlando Magic 132-96. They we have a nice enough lead for where we're at in the 4th seed, but Boston is still on the rise, 35-31. Anything can happen. All of us have about 6 games left in the season, so anything can happen. So Boston's still in the hunt for that one as well. Milwaukee narrowly beats the Washington Wizards. I have my eye on that one for my guy Angel and others.
Brody
out there that
Brody
want
and them
that
was
3rd
turning
seed.
up, man. I thought they were
I'm
gonna win that
telling you,
game
at the right time too. So I don't know who's gonna be playing them in the play-in if they make it into that play-in.
Gonna be a
But the
problem.
Wizards, they're no joke right now.
Yeah.
They're getting hot at the right time. A lot like us, they're hot
Yeah.
at the right time, and that's
And-
what you need in this time of
yeah.
the season. You know what I mean? And then looking at anybody else that we really need to pay attention to, I saw no Dallas. They didn't play tonight, and everything else was a lot of Western Conference stuff.
Yeah.
But basically all the teams that were supposed to win tonight and that we wanted to lose tonight, they won their games tonight while we got blown out tonight. But it's okay because, like I said at the start, we are the 4th seed, and like Ashley said, we handle business when we were supposed to handle business, and because of that, we were able to survive a loss like tonight and be able to recoup and recover when we play against Phoenix and then the 2 LA squads. So that's how it ended off for us tonight. But a lot of blowouts tonight, man.
A lot of
We even
blowouts.
had
Guys, it was actually 200 plus likes. I didn't refresh, but still hit that thumbs up because it's over 800.
mine was down with you. I maybe I have to refresh too.
Yeah,
but mine
it
was
could
at
have
60
been. It could have
as
been
well.
a glitch.
Okay.
Could have been a YouTube
Yeah,
glitch.
I apologize,
Yeah.
but still hit that thumbs up button because it's still not up to par, but it wasn't in the 60s.
There we go. Yeah. that's awesome.
As we look at the remaining strength of schedule, now this thing kind of fluctuates a little bit here and there as teams win and lose, obviously, but Atlanta right now sitting with the easiest remaining schedule.
I was
5
just gonna
games
mention that, yeah.
left. 5 games left. They play the Rockets, the Magic, the Wizards twice. Hopefully Brody and them turn up. And the Pacers. Easiest schedule remaining. Rockets, Magic, Wizards twice, Pacers. If you look at Boston, they have the 6th easy schedule, including the games against the Timberwolves, the Cavs, and the Bulls. Still got a playoffs. Remember, Knicks versus Boston is going to be a critical game, last game of the season, and they got to play the Heat twice. All right, they got to play the Heat twice. So as we look at that, Miami sitting in 18th.
Same record too.
Same record.
Yep.
So again, this West Coast trip is tough, man. This West Coast trip is definitely tough, and the Knicks, even though tonight's loss was not necessarily expected, but obviously a tough one. The Knicks got to try to sneak out at least one more on this trip because they go back home against the Spurs, the Hornets, and then the Celtics. All right, let's try the Discord again. King Deej is going. All right, let's try Joseph from Brooklyn. I'm going to you, Joseph. Looks like the Discord should be back up. Joseph, are you there?
Yo, CP.
What's up, bro? How you feeling, man?
First off, let me just say this. Win or loss, make sure you hit that like.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Protocol. You know the vibes.
Ashley, CK was good with y'all. CK, I haven't been able to call in, but I'm glad you're using that green screen to good use, man. I like that. But with this game, we knew what was gonna happen with Jokic.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I talked about it last game. Nerlens Noel and Taj, they had a big assignment.
Yeah.
To use one of Ashley isms, we had Austin Rivers making us look like the jealous boyfriend that the ex-girlfriend posted on IG with a new man, and making us look terrible on IG. Like I wasn't understanding. Like where was this when he was in New York?
It happens. It definitely happens.
Yeah, it was there for the Jazz game, and then where was it the rest? Like, come on.
Yeah.
But
happens.
some good spots. I mean, Derrick Rose is just consistent. Like he was giving us some good offense, and it just wasn't able to translate. And Julius Randle and RJ, I mean, we love them, but when games like this happen, they got to step up. But I mean, we knew what this game was going to be, and we just got to look towards the Suns. Hopefully we get that revenge game on them. And I mean, that's all I got to say for this game, man.
No doubt.
Hope you have a good night. Thank you for taking my call. Appreciate y'all. And make sure you hit that like button.
Of course, bro. Appreciate the call, man. Appreciate the call. Observing protocol. Shout out my guy, man. Yeah, put it in perspective. It is what we expected it to be. Got to bounce back Friday against a Suns team who got worked tonight by
And
Trae
you know
Young
what?
and company.
I'm gonna go and say, like, and this may be a crazy take, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I don't really believe in. I know what the probability. I know what the numbers are statistically, but call me crazy. I don't believe in this whole tough, easy schedule thing. This is the NBA. Anything can happen. I've seen some of the best teams lose to some of the worst teams. I've seen some of the worst teams beat some of the best teams.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I understand the math behind it. I understand the logistics.
Yeah, it's probability.
I understand the probability behind it. But look, you go out there and you play competitive basketball. I don't care whose odds are to beat who. Like, you go out there and you play your game. And if you stick to your game for the Knicks, it's defense. I don't think that any of these games are impossible or going to be extremely difficult to win.
It's
yes,
not
you're going to
necessarily
have
impossible.
Better, but I mean, I don't know. I just feel like that's, you can't have that mentality this deep in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's not necessarily impossible, but you're playing the best teams in the West right now.
Of course.
You're playing the top 4 teams in the West.
Let's keep it a buck. The Suns are a better team than the Hawks. They lost tonight.
Yeah.
Anything can happen on a road trip.
Anything can happen. Anything can happen. But remember when we talked to Meta, he said, listen, at this time, at this stage of the season, a lot of these teams are packing up for vacation. Houston Rockets being one of them. Pacers are in trouble. Magic. Well, we'll see. As you said, we'll see.
Look out for because they don't have anything to play for. They're just out here trying to ruin people's season.
It's possible, man. We'll stay optimistic, man. Like Angel says, we'll certainly stay optimistic. 6 games left to play, and let's take it to Phoenix. Angel's up next. What's going on, bro?
Yo, CP, what's good, bro?
What up, bro? How you doing?
Man, it's just one of them games. But first thing first, what's up, my boy CK2K? How you feeling, bro?
Smooth. Rough one, but we gonna move on.
And to the queen, how you feeling? Queen?
I'm okay. I'm sad now that we lost.
It's okay, but this is why I'm here. This is why I am the GOAT simp, your king, your future husband. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make everybody smile. So first thing first, man, stop playing and hit that thumbs up for y'all boys.
Yeah,
y'all need to stop playing. Like, come on now, y'all gotta do better than that. And
facts.
Shout out to Upper Payton, man. You're the first one to hit free agency before the season is even over, man. Because with the Knicks signing that guard, you're done. So I can't wait till you're out of here. And shout out to Austin Rivers, man. I mean, you play one good game the whole year and you think you're not. You're still garbage. You're still trash. So, you ain't going to win anything anyway. So you can hold this L too. But listen, man, first, I'm going to get to my facts. And I know you got some extra callers. But, granted, we didn't play that well tonight. Like the offense was just in and out. Some moments it was good. But most of the time it was just bad, And granted, Denver didn't really hit a lot of threes, but they were so in tune that, they just hit timely buckets. Every time we made a run, they were just making threes. So, it was tough, and it was making me mad, I'll be honest. But, I mean, damn, like the officiating was just terrible. I mean, granted, we wouldn't have won this game anyway because we just played terrible. But, I mean, damn, the first 28 seconds, there was 3 fouls and a tech in whack. 28 seconds. This game was over before it even hit 5 minutes into the game. I'm like, bro. And then what made it worse was Denver shot over 20 free throws in the first half. I mean, how you going to win that?
Yeah.
I mean, damn, like it's just crazy. And granted, we didn't play good, but I mean, damn, like, are you kidding me? And then, we got Irene by the 64-43. You're not going to win no games giving up 18 offensive rebounds.
Yeah.
That's just terrible.
Yeah.
We gave up 46 points in the point. And, granted, this ain't a loss, man. This is a lesson learned. Denver is what we want to be, and we're on the rise. Granted, we can't win every game. But at the end of the day, this is a learned lesson, man. We're going to get better, or we need to come back from this, And my last point, it took us 18 games. Out of all the games that we have lost, it took us 18 games to lose by double digits. So, this loss right here, it doesn't happen often. So we need to keep our head up, stay positive, and it's on the Phoenix. And you know what, man? I want revenge on Phoenix, man. But thanks for taking my call, guys. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all.
It,
hit that thumbs up. To Poppa Left, I got to give you a shout-out. He going to make that song. The Ghost Simp Anthem, so I'm waiting for that. You know what I'm saying? And Jay Boogie, my boy, hold it down, y'all.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Thanks for the call, bro. Yeah, man. Knicks that anthem is catching fire, bro. Even the Knicks were promoting it.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah.
Reggie Bullock was going in on it.
Yeah, Reggie Bullock was repping it, and then I think the Knicks retweeted it or something. Yeah. Knicks showed more love to the Knicks that anthem than they do KnicksFanTV, but that's neither here nor there.
I didn't even know that. I missed that.
That's neither here nor there.
Let me look it up.
That's the homie song, CK. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so hey,
yeah.
We'll take it indirectly. A hockey assist. I'll take a hockky assist.
Yeah,
tonight.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Jokes, but anyway, salute to Angel. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. Hit that thumbs up button for your squad. If you guys are new in the chat, leave us a hashtag. No one will shout you guys out. Let's get back to the phones. Here we go. King Deej in the building. DJ, what's going on, man? We got the Discord back popping, bro. I thought we was going to get you an HD, man, but nevertheless, you're on the phone. It's loud and clear.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. It's just a bad night, so just chalk it up to a bad night.
Yeah, it's just one of those, man. Yeah.
I mean, Angel already said everything that I was going to say, but run it up anyway. Even though my man Angel said it, run it up. Hit that thumbs up. Stay connected together. Listen, man, it was if y'all was sleep on the Joker before, because I watch all these games, I'm a fan of the A, like in general. Obviously, the Knicks is a team, but I watch all these games, man. Joker, he the real deal, and he said it after that Laker game. He was upset that he got smoked by AD, so you already knew he was going to come out like the gangbusters, man.
Yeah.
But I'm going to just say this one thing. That first 40 seconds of that game was very political.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say about that. That was very political.
It was suspect.
Because that set a tone.
100%.
That set a tone for the Knicks to not be able to play the way they wanted to. Because everything is, they got to reserve themselves after getting 3. I've never seen a coach get attacked for just speaking his mind in the first 40 seconds. That was crazy. But hey, you know what? It is what it is. Joker's the MVP. I mean, going forward, we got to worry about Phoenix because they got embarrassed by Atlanta. So we got to see which one of us looks more ready for war after getting embarrassed. Is it us or is it Phoenix? So we gonna find out. But
as far as everybody, like I heard earlier while I was on the Discord listening, and it is a little. This is a little. I'm a little concerned with one thing. I'm not going to knock him because Randle he's been out of this world this whole season, but he do get a little bit out of control when it comes to the complaining. And I mean, CK said it best when I was on the whole. Like when the playoffs come around and the game slows down and everybody's reaching on your shoulders and your back, they're not gonna call that, bro. You got to play through that. And he's learning though. So the same way I'm gonna say that, I'm gonna say he's learning. He's never been here before.
Yeah, exactly.
And Tip said it perfectly. We either win or we learn. You either win or you learn. So today was learning. It's all right. Chalk it up, man. That Denver team, if Jamal Murray never got hurt, the minute they got Aaron Gordon, that team could really, really, really cause problems. Not only to the West, but they could give a run for their money based on their matchups with Brooklyn. Like I don't see anybody in Brooklyn guarding Jokic.
No.
Yeah, but to be honest,
right.
they got to get it out the West first, though, because the Lakers smacked them up.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? See,
obviously.
the joke is nice, but AD's is kryptonite. You know what I'm saying? That's just real.
Yeah, because AD's a two-way. He plays both sides. He has a difficulty dealing with speed, but you know it's therapeutic, guys. Just take it easy, breathe. We come back on Friday. I'm gonna let y'all the big three. I'm gonna let y'all handle it, man. I'm out.
Appreciate
Peace.
you, bro. Have a good weekend, man. Check you Friday.
That's a good point, though. Listen, the Suns got embarrassed, but we got embarrassed too. So who feels worse about it? That's
right. We're gonna do something about it. Facts.
Who got the biggest chip on their shoulder about it?
Yeah.
Biggest chip wins. So
100%. And salute to everybody in the chat once again. Hit that thumbs up button for your squad. Knicks go down 113-97 against the Denver Nuggets. I see some spies in the chat, man. I think I see some Phoenix Sun spies in the chat. The Valley Podcast is in the chat, trying to spy on the competition. They getting their scouting reports in early. They want to see what's going on. Okay. How many people we got in the chat
Alfred
right
Payton.
now?
You guys get that?
Guard Alfred Payton.
Double up Alfred Payton.
CP3's in trouble. All right, Alfred's come with a chip on his shoulders. You better watch out. Report that on the podcast, Valley Podcast.
There you go.
Yeah, man.
I'm embarrassed because we played last night in OT.
Who said that?
The Valley Podcast.
They said what?
Suns got embarrassed because we
they lost.
played last night in OT.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. I mean, I'm sure they
Sounds like
certainly
excuses.
that plays a part. But they said they respected Knicks. All right, so no doubt. There you go, man. There you go. So salute to everybody in the chat. I see Poppa Left on the line. We're gonna go to Poppa Left to close. So Poppa Left, just hang tight. Let's go back to Belize. Peter's loving this Discord thing, man. Peter, what's going on, fam? How you doing, bro? Peter going once?
Nope, not going once. I was just trying to pull my best list out.
All right, no doubt. no doubt. What's going on, brethren? How you doing, man?
Good night, man, or good morning.
Yeah.
To you guys. It's still night over here.
Mm-hmm.
Tough one, man. 3 road games in 5 nights, and then you go to the Mile High Thin Air. I know a lot of you guys are putting a lot of emphasis on the loss that the Nuggets had against the Lakers, and that motivated Jokic, but don't you think it was more motivation that Julius Randle, Player of the Month, I believe, talking about sneaking into the top 5 for MVP right now, and if we continue this trajectory that we're on, that he could sneak, just hypothetically, or a long shot from winning the whole MVP. I'm wondering if he just saw Randle and like, okay, I'm gonna show you that this MVP race is locked up, and I'm the MVP for us this year.
Yeah, could have been bulletin board. Yeah, it could have been bulletin board material, but Jokic, he's gonna show up more times than not. So regardless, we gotta get smacked.
Randle was really out of it, man. Knicks made a run. I think we had it to about 16. RJ went to the free throw line to shoot 2 free throws, and he got a technical.
He gets a tech.
Can't
do that, man.
He gets a tech, and then at the I don't know how we get a tech between quarters. Like to start the fourth
Yeah,
quarter,
and
I
then RJ
believe
picks
we
up a
got
tech,
a
which is
technical as
crazy.
well.
Yeah,
So the whole game was just weird.
yeah.
Like the real highlight of this night was Capitals and Rangers. The fight at the opening puck. That was us.
Oh,
Like
the Rangers scrap
it
tonight.
was just a weird night. I think Capitals won 3-1, or they were up 3-1, or something
Was it?
like that. But that fight was just epic at the beginning of the game. But like, that was the kind of fight that I
Yeah.
was wanting to talk about. Nets versus Knicks with all
Yeah.
this New Yorker bullshit
Oh, whoa,
posts with
whoa, whoa!
Harden, and
Family
them
show,
and them
Peter.
and them
Family show,
making
man.
fun of us. Like, I really
Yeah.
wanted to talk about that, but then we have to talk about this loss.
Yeah, I mean,
You know,
it was tough, man. I appreciate the call, Peter, man. It's a family show, Ash. You know what I'm
Right
saying?
through it and kept going.
Yeah.
Man don't need no
Yeah,
name.
man. My man is out in Belize, with the cool breeze. Family show, Peter. No, but we get it, man. It was a tough night. We wanted to have the bragging rights, but can't win them all, man. Knicks came into this game winning 12 or 13. You give them a mulligan. It happens. As Wally said in the beginning of MSG's telecast, it's hard to play in Denver to get used to the altitude when you first starting the game out. And it just seemed collectively, no matter who it was, starters, bench, they just seemed a step slower than the Nuggets, gassed early.
Yep.
And everything it was a comedy of errors, Murphy's Law game, man. Everything that could go wrong went wrong for them. And that's just how the whole thing played out. That's just how it played out. In other news, though, the Knicks did make some moves today, CK and Ash, because one Luca Vildoza is coming to MSG, folks. The Knicks have made it official, signing Luca Vildoza from Argentina, played for Baskonia out of the Eurobasket. And averaged 10 points, 3 assists this past season, 37% shooting from 3 on 25 minutes a game. Nice. 25 years old. Knicks go ahead and lock him up to a 4-year, I believe, $13 million deal. Only 1 year is guaranteed, 3 years non-guaranteed. So I came on earlier, reported the news, and just gave my reaction to it. And just real quick, once again, I think it was a smart, savvy move by the Knicks, using their remaining salary cap space to get this guy in this year rather than next, so they can start next offseason with a clean slate in terms of, going out and pursuing free agents. And this is a guy that they can evaluate, CK. Just a guy that they can take a look at from the Olympics, Summer League. Well, if he plays in the Olympics, you can count out Summer League. But Olympics, training camp, and going forward, could be another option that we bring into the rotation.
25 years old too, man. Like he's young. I was hearing that a lot of other teams were looking at him. A lot of other teams were looking to make that move.
Woj said he would have been one of the hottest free agent pursuits this offseason.
Yeah, and for the deal that we got him on too, everything you just mentioned, like we have the head start, because he's going to be going into the Olympics. He's most likely going to be playing. He's one of the key players that's going to be playing. But yeah, he's a hot commodity over there, and I like the deal that we have him on, the 1+3. If he does end up panning out, we have him for the 4 years. I like him. He does everything I asked for. I talk about Lonzo Ball to death all the time. I bring him up, but it's because I love pass first guards and that can shoot, and that's exactly what this kid does. Everyone I ask about, like, I gotta do my research. But for those who know, let me know. And that's the first thing everyone says. And from what I've seen, that's exactly what he does. And I feel like that's a huge need. So if this is something that can benefit us long term, we probably won't see him this year because of just everything going on. We probably won't see him until next year, which is fine. But I'm excited about it. This could be a nice little steal for us for the cheap, and then who knows what could be for the future. 25 years old, I'm with it, man. Take a gamble. And like you said, we only used the money that we had left over, so why get mad at it? You know, I think it was a good signing.
Low risk, high reward. Ash, what do you think?
And he can shoot. That's
exactly.
You need shooting help on the Knicks. You like everything CK said. Plus, he can shoot. So, and he's Argentinian, correct?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of Argentinian basketball players. I like the way they play ball down there. So, it's like Pablo Prigioni 2.0.
Facts. Facts. And yeah, as we said, the Argentinians have had great success in the NBA. Obviously, Ginobili was a megastar. You had Luis Scola coming over. You had Delfino. You had Nocioni. Prigioni played for us. He came over at a very mature age in terms of basketball, but came in, made a spark right away on Knicks tape. I remember when Prigioni used to pick people up at half court. Used to get those steals off the inbound, or used to get those quick steals in the half court. So he was a pesky player. We saw Campazzo tonight destroy the Knicks. So I think at the very least, Vildoza will come in and play good team ball. Scouting report says he's a good pick and roll player. As a matter of fact, I do have the scouting report right here because exclusive to KnicksFanTV. Shout out my guy Jason Filippi over there in Italy, but he scouted Vildoza. He scouts the Eurobasket quite extensively. He sent us a telegram and said that he likes Vildoza. He said, I like him, but I don't love him in the sense that yeah, sent a telegram, yes. I like him, but I don't love him in the sense that I like him for a good European team, but not as much for the NBA. He said he's another line of proud tradition of tough Argentinian point guards who have done well in Europe. Think of Pablo Prigioni with less savvy, but a bit more scoring, shooting ability. He said he's more of a slasher than a shooter, but his three-point shot has improved a lot since coming to Europe. He has a strong build, decent athlete for a Euro guard, gritty, hard-nosed defender, creative passer who is a good pick-and-roll player. I think he has just average talent, but makes up for it with toughness and hard play. He has a knack for making big shots, including an exciting game-winning buzzer beater in last year's Spanish League Finals. So there that is. A lot of similar traits. Tough defense, plays the pick and roll, can knock down the three. Sounds like a guy that should do well with Tom Thibodeau. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Sorry, the Valley podcast still in our chat, but they say he looks so nice on offense. He must be terrible on D.
Well, the scouting report says he's a tough defender, tough, gritty
That's
defender.
What I was
so
hearing too, yeah. Mm-hmm.
We'll see how it goes. Shout out Paul Quick in the chat. He says he can shoot, pass, finish at the rim, and defend. What's not to like? Great signing. So shout out to Paul Quick. And for those, a lot of people are asking whether he's going to come for the playoffs. Early indications state that he's not. They say that between COVID and immigration protocols, plus the COVID period that you got to sit out, not likely that he would come in here and just jump right into the playoffs. I think that would be kind of crazy, to expect him to get into a groove with this team in the thick of a dogfight. So again, this is off season and beyond, but. As I say, with this Knicks team building and building through the margins, but they're competing. You're looking at draft picks in the 20s. You got to look for diamonds in the rough. Turn over every stone. That's why you get your scouts out there, your Walt Perrins and so on. And you got to find these guys off the beaten path. And you just never know what you might come up with in terms of, rounding out solid role players. So that's what we can expect with Vildoza.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. So good job by the Knicks there in getting that done. Okay, a couple more calls before we wrap up. Salute to everybody in the chat once again. We have some unread super chats, so we'll definitely get to that by the end of the show as well. And on the phones we have, let's go to Ansel from Jamaica. Ansel, what's going on?
Yeah, KP, big up, man. You know what I mean? Big up to the chat.
Yo, big up, Brethren.
All Knicks fans, you don't know.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Where you at, bro? Where you checking in from?
Yeah, Jamaica, man. You see it?
Yeah, which part?
Yeah, St. Thomas, Jamaica.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Big up. Yo, KP, say the Knicks, right? I want for them to get Whiteside and Westbrook, man. Westbrook will rebound. Westbrook play James Harden and all those guys tough. Okay? I think Westbrook could be the man at point guard. Get Derek goes off the bench. And the Whiteside, we need a big body center like Whiteside. Know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, Brett. Yeah, I'm here. But that would be more so next year, though, Brethren, because the trade deadline and everything is finished.
Westbrook rebound, you play fast.
Yeah.
I mean, you pass the ball a lot.
Yeah, no, I get
you. Remember that team with you remember that team with Carmelo, Paul George?
Yeah.
In Oklahoma?
Yeah, Westbrook. Yeah.
That team was built to beat the Warriors, right? And they dominated the Warriors in a couple games, right? Right?
Yeah.
And they just need to run it back for the next year, and they broke the team up. That's why they weren't successful. So we need Westbrook, and we need a Whiteside. Know what I mean?
All right. Appreciate the call, Brethren. Everybody throw a Jamaican flag in the chat, man. Big up Ansel checking in. He calling in all the way from Jamaica, long distance. St. Thomas, everybody big up in Jamaica for real. Throw a flag in the chat. He said he wanted Westbrook and
I will
Whiteside.
literally sit here on this live stream with the two of you
Yeah.
and pluck my eyelashes out before I see Hassan Whiteside in a New York Knicks jersey.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I think Whiteside
Literally
might be
sit
finished.
here and pluck one eyelash out at a time before I ever see that man on a team that I support. Heck no.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, where's Whiteside right now? He's with the Kings still, right?
Sacramento, where he needs to stay.
Yeah,
He doesn't
yeah.
need to come over here. It's okay.
Yeah, Whiteside is in Sacramento. Brody's having a great year though, man. The other night, forget this night against Milwaukee. What was the night he dropped a 20 assist, 20 rebound, triple double? He's finishing out the year well, man. He's trying to get Washington in the playoff.
What's his contract?
He's super locked in. He's probably
That's
making
what
like
I'm
40
saying.
something, 40 a year.
Happening.
Yeah, no, I don't. The Knicks aren't going to trade for him. They're definitely not going to trade for him. But you know, hey, my man threw a couple names in the ring, man. It is what it is, man.
Westbrook, I was advocating at one
he's got
point,
some
so
vision.
I actually don't mind that.
Yeah.
But Hassan Whiteside held to the nah.
Yeah, man. Big up Ansel checking in from JA. We got a lot of Jamaican flags in the chat. Big up DJ Just Jordan, Stevie Clark, what's going on? Shasha Main International, what's going on? Justin Allen, how you feeling? Update TU at ENT, what's going on? We got Richard Williams in here. What's good, brethren? You know, Jamaica's in there heavy, man. Jamaica's in there heavy. My aunt told me, man, she was spreading the word down there like crazy, but I didn't know it was this deep, man. But I checked, for real, I checked the analytics and like Jamaica's like we always obviously US is where we index at, but Australia's heavy, Germany, Philippines, obviously, but Jamaica's right there,
Making the
right
comeback.
there. Yeah, Jamaica's making a comeback, man. 100%.
I love Jamaica, one of my favorite places. I've been multiple times.
Yeah, of course. Everybody else, man, throw your cities, throw your countries in the chat. We'll shout you guys out for sure. And then, yeah, definitely appreciate everybody for tuning in. Tough loss, but, you know, we get through it. Get to Friday and get back to our winning ways. Closing the show tonight, Poppa Left, the Knicks set. King, what's going on, bro?
What's going on, man?
How you
man, shout out to CK, welcome back. Shout out to Ashley.
Good,
shout out to CP, and shout out to everybody in the chat on Discord. You know, on a personal tip for supporting.
Yep.
That's crazy support. Like Reggie Bullock was definitely smoking the loud pack yesterday, and just like,
crazy.
yo, D-Rose, come over here real quick.
Yeah.
So, I hope so. Yo, so tonight I got called by the front desk because I was making too much noise. The point of the game, if anybody wants to guess, you got a second. The point of the game was when Elfrid Payton gave up two straight threes. Okay, two straight threes to Rivers and then Harrison off of just like losing sight of his man for absolutely no reason.
No reason.
And then did the most inexplicable, I don't know what it was. It's for a half-court steal.
Yeah.
And I was just like, what are you doing? What are you doing? I just let that one out. My neighbor called
sent him to the bench quick fast, and that was all
terrible.
You heard from him.
Nerlens Noel gets the ball of the game from me. Like, the dude is guarding the MVP of the NBA. He's on a sprained ankle.
Yeah.
And
it looked like he got hurt some more tonight, man. Nerlens is
whatever
a
Jermichael Green was smoking, the Knicks need to take that. Combine that with the game film, roll it up.
He really tried him.
Yeah, he should just roll that up and one and just, you know, on my football team when we had a bad game, we used to take the tape and physically bury it.
Yeah.
And I feel like tonight is one of those nights. But like you guys said, with it's like you either win or you learn. I wanted to point out just a couple points of the season that had nothing to do with basketball but had to do with the winning culture. Starting ironically with Austin Rivers saying that this team is not a losing team, we're a winning team. When we were 5-8, then Derrick Rose, when he responded to Mitchell Robinson's injury live on TV, another Derrick Rose instance where he's getting mad love from World Wide West, and World Wide West is all over the place, hugging up on Tibbs, and then also the big three moment, where Bullock is confident enough to stand next to Randle, and Randle's like, we got a big Bullocks, we got a big 5, and Randle's like, no, we got a big 15. So it's like in the past, a 20-point loss on the road versus a 20-point loss on the road this year, they're two different games. In the past, it's like, well, we just have to get competitive. You know, we have to find a way to be competitive and make it a game. But tonight, it had a different learning curve, because tonight it was, all right, you got the slam cover, you got everybody on you now, and you got steamrolled in the first quarter and could never fight your way back. Yeah. So now you need to know that you're a marked team and people are coming out from the jump matching your intensity. How are you going to react to that? True. And if you remember the movie by Adam Sandler with Click, he would just like autopilot through all like the frustrating parts like of his life. And like he missed all of it, and he missed like all the things that he thought was miserable. Like, as a Knicks fan, trust me, you're not going to miss that. Like, we actually got through a rebuild with a fast forward button, like a 3-4 year rebuild with a fast forward button. So we're actually way ahead of schedule. I really want to take one of these games out of the West Coast trip, this versus Suns, Lakers, and Clippers. Tonight, you can't just get out of you can't just get out of this game and not be afraid of how we look tonight. So I'm really looking forward to coming out strong in the next game. Shout out to everybody, and great job as always. All 72, we in here.
Yes, sir. We in here, man. Salute Poppa Left. Everybody throw a 5 in the chat. Thought that was a 5-star call. Salute to Poppa Left for calling in. Always contributing with good takes. Yeah, put it in perspective, man. Salute to Poppa Left.
Yeah, Elfrid Payton, man. God. Yeah. And it's crazy. I was giving him, and I feel like this is what happens every time. I was giving him his credit because, let's be real, he was helping push that little run that we had in that third quarter.
He did.
And then, but in perfect Elfrid Payton fashion, he gives and he takes away.
He taketh away, man.
God,
giveth and taketh away. I told my guy Sean Shepard the same exact thing, bro.
Man,
giveth and taketh away. You know,
nice steal, fast break, all these things, and all of a sudden. 2 threes where he just looking around like the Tasmanian. They're like, "Who's my man? Where'd he go?
Lost him.
Yeah, I don't know, bro.
Lost him in the quickness. So
this is my surprise space.
Ashley, shout out some people in the chat, man. We didn't get you and TK to shout people out tonight. Go ahead.
All right, let's see.
Shout out to some of the country, the people throw their cities in the chat, but you might have to scroll up though. You might have missed it.
Yeah. So first and foremost, shout out to my girl Cynthia Wolf holding it down.
Cynthia's in the building.
Cynthia is in the building. All right, let's see what we got here. Germany's in the building.
Nice.
We got Puerto Rico in the building.
All right.
We got Haiti in the building. Sapase. We have Canada in the building. Much love for Canada, home of my 9 God. Where else? Ooh, Sierra Leone in the building.
Nice.
One of my favorite Kanye West songs, by the way. Just want to put that out there. The remix with Jay-Z, one of my favorite. Diamonds Are Forever. Just want to put that out there.
The remix, Ooh, okay.
Remix is tough.
Of course.
Shout out to Palestine in the building as well. Shout out to Jared, shout out to Stevie, shout out to DJ Thunder, and shout out to everybody kicking it, all 831 of you. The real Knicks fans are in the
real ones. The real ones.
Facts.
You know, the real ones. When we're losing. Yeah, AL Powell sent the super chat. He said the casuals ain't here anymore. So we know the vibes. CK, what about you, man? Who you want to shout out in the chat tonight?
I know we mentioned them a few times, but they've been dropping some gems throughout the entire stream. So shout out again to the Valley Podcast.
Yeah, shout out to the Valley
said
Podcast.
Suns versus Knicks 2021 Finals. Well, we're down for it if y'all down for it.
Yeah,
let's get it.
They came in peace, so we showed them some love. They came in peace.
Right, 100%.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out Paul Quick. I saw my man as always, Jalen Julius. Got to give you a shout out. You're always saying what's good. I'm seeing Justin Allen. I'm trying to look for cities, but I don't think I went high enough. But Vegan X coming from Australia, Estonia.
Nice. Vegan X, yeah.
Right. Yeah, everyone talking about the real ones are here. We show up for the wins, the losses.
Facts.
That's what I'm talking about. All 72. I love it. Rare edition. # all 72. I'm seeing my man Knicks Man. Shout out to Knicks Man.
Yeah, shout out Knicks Man. He was in the chat earlier today too. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah, he was in my stream just right before this when he came right over. I love it. That's what I'm talking about. Support all the way around. Love it. I love it. And then shout out to the original man. That I love it. All the support that we're going. Yeah. Tough game, and this is why I love to see the real ones showing up, understanding that this is just a piece of the mission. We got a longer, we got a whole journey to finish. We got a few more games to go. We'll take this loss and move on to the next one.
We're the only one who didn't. Oh, shout out to Trinidad also.
Trinidad in here. Shout out Trinidad.
Trinity King.
Yep.
You're the only one who didn't get attacked, or not attacked, but you're the only one that Michael Rappaport hasn't stepped to yet, because he was coming at me and CP yesterday.
Yeah, so this fool hit me up after the game. I said I don't even have time for this clown, man.
Twitter beef with me, he lost. Tried to get into some Twitter beef with CP, lost. So you might be next on the hit list. He's try to get some teams to want some beef, but he can't go toe to toe with us. Just know that much.
We need to contact Raid and get some human strength Raid bug spray. My man he just can't go away, man. Human strength Raid. We need to call up Raid.
I have to pull that man's card and tell him about himself on Twitter yesterday. So
he ain't gonna find me because I ain't got nothing to ever say about him, because I'm done talking about him for years.
Fraud,
right? He ain't gonna find me.
On the fact that he was on what is it, Undisputed?
Yeah.
Perpetrating a fraud, talking about his Knicks. Nah, they're not your Knicks, sir. You slithered your way over to Brooklyn. You need to stay in Brooklyn.
Complete fraudulence.
You out the building.
Complete fraudulence.
And now you're trying to slither on back? No, sir.
Yeah. Then they bring him on as the Knicks super fan.
But here's the thing, man. Ain't nobody going to Undisputed for any kind of Knicks anything. So
it's
theatrics.
But then Shannon hopped on the bandwagon.
Oh yeah, let me play the Shannon clip. Great segue.
I saw what Shannon said. I got a whole video for all
Let me play this Shannon clip
I ain't tripping.
for the people here. Let me play this fool.
Atlanta, which is the 5 seed currently. Yes, you can beat them, but that's where the buck stops. You're not beating Milwaukee. You're not beating Philly. You're not beating the Brooklyn Nets. And you talk about, oh, we don't celebrate anything. First of all, when you haven't eaten in a long time, you don't complain about the meal that you get. You're just happy that you got a meal. Just be happy you're in the playoffs. You over there talking about, oh, we gonna win a ring. You're not winning anything, Michael Rappaport. Okay.
First off.
I'm gonna call KD on you, Shannon.
Exactly. KD was right. Secondly,
KD on you, Shannon.
Secondly, no Knicks fan was ever claiming that we on the road to the finals. Yeah, we might have a couple sprinkled in callers here and there, but they're more optimistic. The realistic Knicks fan knows what is going on with this season. We are playing with house money. So Shannon Sharpe is getting on this show and fronting like the Knicks fan is just some type of arrogant person. Yes, we're happy with where we are. You know what I'm saying? But we're playing with house money, man. We got an MVP candidate. We got a most improved player candidate. We got a rookie of the year candidate, coach of the year, sixth man of the year, sophomore of the year. They don't even have one of those. But I'm going to give RJ some anyway because he's been playing well. He bounced back. You know what I'm saying? But then they prop up Michael Rappaport as like the face of the fan base.
That's all they can get. They can't get Stephen A. Smith because he's contracted with the ESPN. So who else can they find?
It's nothing but theatrics.
First of all, Stephen A. Smith's hands aren't clean in this either.
I'm not saying they are. I'm just saying he's the only other loudmouth mainstream media Knicks fan that's out there that they can try and get to, but they're not going to get him because he's contractual with ESPN. So they ain't going to get a real Knicks fan. They ain't going to come out and get Ashley Moss. They ain't going to come out and get CP. They ain't going to come out and get
They get a rat.
That's what I'm saying. They know what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. It was either him or Oakley. That's who they're going to go to. That's what it is.
Why are you so bothered?
Listen,
are you mad?
That's what I'm saying. Why is he so mad?
Yeah, why is he so mad?
It's so funny.
I love this narrative because James Harden goes ahead and crops us out of the New Yorker cover. And, Shannon Sharpe's on Undisputed dissing us. And Michael Rappaport called us trash or what? S show, okay, family show. So I'm not gonna say
family show. Good job.
And now all of a sudden, now he's trying to slither on back. Now all of a sudden we're hitting all these main topics and all this stuff. It's like, why are you bothered? If we're so irrelevant, like everybody likes to claim, and we're not a threat, like everybody likes to claim, why are you so mad? Are you mad? Like, do you need a hug? Like, for someone who's so irrelevant, for a team that's so irrelevant, that doesn't stand a chance, y'all really seem pressed about what we got going on. Pressed. Propping us out of magazine covers. you're throwing shots at us on national television.
Yeah.
Like, leave us alone because we're good. Like, you seem pressed. Like,
Yeah.
you seem upset.
Super pressed, man. I told him instead of bringing Michael Rappaport, bring me on that show. You know what I'm saying?
But they're not going to do that. They don't want a real fan. That's what I'm trying to say. That's why they can't get Stephen A. Smith because they know he's the loudest fake fan, so they can't get him.
They don't want the smoke, CK.
That's what they want.
They don't want the smoke like I give Kellerman the smoke on a weekly basis, bro.
Listen, in the words,
that's the only thing that's undisputed is it's not a watch show. That's what's undisputed.
Yeah.
What did Hope say? What you make doesn't what you eat doesn't make me blank. Like
right.
Like what you eat doesn't make me crap.
Yeah.
So
I'm saying, bro.
Tell that man, bring me on that show instead of them Black and Miles. He gonna be smoking backwards out the pack. Straight.
I saw that.
No filler. No Henny. He gonna be on that E&J when I'm done with him. Forget about it. Spark him up quickly. But it is what it is, man. All this entertainment and theatrics.
Yeah.
One more thing that
Put some respect on
I find hilarious is I love when Rappaport, Rappaport.
He's a rat. He's a rat.
Loves to try to throw around the fact that he has photos and like GIFs with guys who haven't played for the New York Knicks in 20, 30 years. Oakland probably didn't even know who he was taking a photo with. Let's keep it a buck, okay? You know what I mean? You're in the suite. People probably partying. They're hanging out. They're drinking. They pose for a photo.
He probably doesn't even know his name.
Like, let it go. These are the New York Knicks 2021 version. Julius Randle ain't rocking with you.
Rappaport.
Barrett's not rocking with you. It's not
Rappaport.
1999 anymore, Michael. Let it go. You're not welcome.
And then this fool Rappaport, he asks me, talking about you're not a real fan, and sends me like a Daily News article from 2018 of him going in on Dolan. Like, what does that even have to do with me?
What does that have to do with anything?
What does that have to do with me?
Going in on Dolan?
Huh? Say it again?
Of you going in?
Of him going in Dolan. It's from like 2018.
Everybody goes in on Dolan. Congratulations.
Well, yes. Yes. Enough of this guy, man. Enough of this guy. This guy's a rat, man. Forget this guy, man.
Bye.
Forget this guy, Rappaport, man.
What even is that? What?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Got him. There it is. Got it. CP's been caught. That's
you got me. You got me dead to rights.
Comparison is what's the comparison?
I'm still trying. That's why I brought it up to you. I brought it up to you in the chat.
He's dressed like Dolan, so you both can't dress. Y'all both suck. Is that the comparison? Like
I presented to you, CK, in the chat because I let you guys be the judge. I have no idea. I'm lost.
Got him.
I'm befuddled.
He did it.
I'm befuddled, man. He got me. He got me, CK.
I dress like Dolan. I'm a real Knicks fan.
Yeah, facts.
Like, what?
He got us, man. So, in any event, great show despite the odds. We'll be back Friday. CK, go ahead and close it out, man.
Shout out to everybody in the chat, the real ones, all 809 or whatever number you guys may have. The real ones showed up today, all 72. We'll see you guys on Friday. You know who it is. Your boy CK2K. You can find me everywhere at CK2K, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram. You'll find me there. We'll see you guys on Friday.
Yes, sir. Ashley.
Listen, again, shout out to all the real Knicks fans. We're getting all the frauds, all the
Get them up out of here. Smoking them out.
One Fugazi at a time. But as usual, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at @NicoleMoss. Also, follow and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit that thumbs up button on my most recent video. And we'll be back here Friday for that win. We're getting the win. I'm calling it right now. I'm calling my shot like Babe Ruth. We're getting the win.
Shout out my guy JC3 in the Czech Republic. What's going on? Salute to everybody in the chat. Once again, tough loss. Knicks go down in the mile high, 113-97. We'll bounce back, but only a half game up on the Hawks, who are sitting in 5th place and trying to gun for us. So Knicks got to get an important win on this West Coast trip. Let's see how they do on Friday. Remember, this show is also presented by Manscaped. Go to manscaped.com and enter promo code Knicks for 20% off plus free shipping on the Lawnmower 3.0 and other products. Also, remember, the show is available in audio podcast format. If you're out there on the road, man, don't worry about it. You can listen on the podcast, any major podcast platform on the KnicksFanTV. We are always there, so you don't have any excuse to miss it. And get your playoff edition snaps. The Royal Blue snaps are in stores now. Get your playoff edition snaps, and don't be without it. You can hit the link in the chat or hit the link in the video description to get yours today. All right, let me read some more super chats before we go. Let's get Rappaport off the screen. Get some good juju in here. I don't want to play the game either. Damn, I don't know. Let me play some Vildoza to close it.
He said, "I don't want to play the game."
Yeah, I don't want to play the game highlights to close because that was a bad one. Rappaport's just a rat. Let's go to Vildoza. He's innocent. He has nothing to do with us yet. He's coming in with a clean resume. So
right.
We'll end with the Vildoza highlights while we read the super chats. I want to salute NYKMJ35. He says, "What a coincidence! It makes 10th year anniversary walk. Clyde Frazier inductees, and today Keith Hernandez gets inducted with the Redbirds." All right. K Marco says, "I'm going to tell John Wick Elf kicked his dog." Because the way we started this game is what killed us. We won every other quarter. So tired of Elf. King Matthew says that female ref got to chill. Oh, I read that one already. Priest King Matthews. Money Mark S. I read that. Appreciate it. Chuck D. Rhyme Animal says, "Easy game to forget. We match up better with Phoenix. Lakers without LeBron. Randle slanders whack. The playoffs will teach us because we are green. Chuck, EJ, Shaq, and the Jets send all but 2 teams fishing. Don't cry now." Anthony M says, "We got to remember Randle never played in the playoffs. This is brand new territory for him. As a leader, he's got to lock in. On to Phoenix. Hashtag all 72. Blood of the Panda says, "Austin Rivers proved he was garbage. Only good in the lead. Bet he won't do it to Paul George. Shout out to the squad and hashtag all 72. Hashtag OB Avengers." Ash caught that one.
Just caught that. That was a stray.
Yeah, that
was ruthless.
Yeah, that one did not go over your head. You got that one.
That went over CK's head a little bit.
Well, completely over my head. Yeah, I missed that one.
I'll tell you off air.
Okay.
Shout out to Steve Verda. Ayo, pal, appreciate it. Paul Robinson. Okay, I think I got most of these. Lloyd Barker Jr. says, "OKCP, no 6-0 on this road trip, but we will bounce back. The next clown who wants to get rid of Randle or RJ because of this L kick rocks." Joshua Carrick says, "We have a rough road trip, but ATL had Pacers and Rising Wizards. Do you guys think we can beat ATL in first round series, and why? Great stream as always." Yeah, we could definitely beat the Hawks. We could definitely beat the Hawks. Why? Because they don't play that good of defense, number one. And I think our defense is solid. It's still top notch. Obviously, they have a lot of shooters. You know, their offense is good as well. Obviously, Trae Young is going to be a problem. Capella will certainly be a tough matchup. But in a 7-game series, there's no reason why the Knicks can't win it out. All right. Stephen B. Guillaume, appreciate it. Euro De Niro says, okay, relax. We took an L, mostly due to bad calls and shot selection, but it was Denver after all. We're going to be good. Lord Barker Jr. again says, here we go. Anytime we take an L, we start wanting to get rid of players. I guess what? People in chat were talking about trade people. Were they really serious? I wasn't really reading the chat in the beginning of the show.
Yeah, there was somebody trade Julius Randle. I ignored him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
See, this is the problem with Julius. This is your king. Like, they all came out. They all come out the minute that they have a bad game.
Lloyd Barker says, I can't believe what I'm reading in this chat. Jay Busby says, Kellerman must be here. I see one dislike. And speaking of which, I'm going to get to Kellerman in a second. Daniel Bloom says, Vildoza will also be playing in the Olympics. Okay, that was the Vildoza stuff. All right, so appreciate everybody who sent the super chat into this show for sure. Where's this Kellerman thing? Shout out to Rhyme Animal Chuck D. Never misses a show. Ari's in the chat holding it down. Ari, appreciate you.
They're trying to get Ari to join Twitter, and I'm just like...
Yeah, Ari's not on Twitter.
Why?
Ari on Twitter.
Ari's not on Twitter, man. Yeah. Ari's not on Twitter.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But make sure you guys tap in to CP versus Kellerman every Tuesday, because after I smoked him yesterday, the Rhyme Animal Chuck D had reposted the show this morning. And I caught Max Kellerman out because he sent out a tweet that said KnicksFanTV's the real deal, promoting the show, and then he deleted it, CK. Like a bum. Deleted it. He deleted it, Ash, but I caught it in time, screenshot it, and put it out there for the world to see. Kellerman, put some respect on my name.
Yep.
But why did he delete it?
The ops probably told him, no, don't show him love yet. Don't show him love yet. Don't show him love yet. Take it off.
It's mind games. That's the same reason that they mess up my audio. Same reason they sabotage the audio. They know what it is, man. They know what it is, Ash. They know what it
He
is.
deleted. That's whack.
Yeah.
But more importantly, it was up for 5 minutes and only got 1 like. That's suspicious.
Yeah. Because it's Kellerman, man. You know.
That engagement ratio doesn't seem correct.
Yeah, that wasn't me. That was
Throw
Kellerman.
that up.
That was Kellerman. Maybe that's why he deleted it. I don't know.
Oh, I don't like that.
Yeah, you be the judge. But CP Kellerman,
I'm not surprised.
Tuesdays on ESPN Plus and ESPN Radio. And we'll see you guys Friday. Maybe we'll do a watch along Friday. Still trying to figure out the logistics because the game starts at 10 o'clock Eastern time. So be on the lookout for all the details. The watch alongs are pretty fun, so maybe we'll do that again. We'll just figure out how to get it going.